Hi guys, I am Isa. Today we're going to learn how to use Java. So anyways, the first thing we'll need is the Eclipse IDE. Because it's a good Java code editor. So anyways, we'll need to install the Eclipse IDE Java version. So once you've done that, just press create a Java project. So that's just gonna show off these. So you have to write the project name. I'm gonna say Java intro. So now they can't have spaces. So it should have like underscores. So then you don't really need to change anything else. So I'm just gonna press finish. So now we have this Java intro project. And it has this source folder. So I'm going to right click on the source folder and then create a new package. So we need a package, if you want to like code in Java. So I'm gonna name it main. So inside of this main package, I'm just gonna right click and then press new class. Just have to write the name of the class. So I'm gonna name it main as well. So you have to check this option if you want. So now it has created a main.java file. So now it shows the package main, public class main, focus has to void main string args. We're going to learn about these later when we're learning about functions and classes. But to print something, you have to write system.out.println. Then you have to write quotation marks if what you want to print is text. So in the Java, you have to end all your lines with semicolons. And then I'm going to press this button to run the code. So now it prints out what you wanted. And also, once again, I want to point out, there's a difference between print and println. So let me just, add another one. You can see that, it creates a new line before writing the other hello. But if you use the ordinary print statement, there it does not create a new line, so you can use like \n to make it to create a new line. So now it says hello again. So anyways, next thing we have to learn about are variables. So variables are pretty much just a way to store data. So there's different types of variables. So now it's just them.out.println. So to create a variable, we have to write the var keyword. Wait, actually, you have to write the type of the variable. The first type we're going to be talking about is string. Also, to write tags, you have to write 2 slashes. I'm going to say strings. So I'm going to say, in Java, if you want to write the string data type, it has to start in capital letter. So I'm going to say string name. So you have to write equal sign and then the value. As I said earlier, if it's a piece of text, then it has to be quotation marks. Double quotation marks, it has to be double quotation marks. So if I write hello, and then you have to write plus to join it with the. Actually, I'm just gonna write value. So now if I run my code again, it says value SAS because the string name is set. So now we're going to learn about integers. So that int. So if you just know that there are different types of integers. So So yeah, the first type is byte, which can store negative 127, which can store negative 127 to 177, and then we have small, short, which can store around like 60,000, which can store around like negative 60,000 to 60,000, and then we have the ordinary int, which can store somewhere around like negative 2 billion to 2 billion. Then we have the long, which could store like 10 quadrillion to negative 12 quadrillion, or something like that. So we should just stick with the ordinary int. With int number is equal to, like, if you're doing numbers, then you don't have to put the quotation marks. I'm gonna set it to like 279. So now, if I change this from name to number, and I compile my Java code, the value 274, as it is. Next one is booleans. So like booleans are just true or false. That's it. Booleans. I'm gonna say boolean. Which is boolean. So let's say boolean. I'm just gonna name it like number above 200. Also, one thing to point out is that variable names can't start with numbers, but they can have numbers in them. Is equal to true. So yeah, as I said, it can either be true or false. I want to say number above 200. Number above 200. Someone says value true, so now the number is above 200. Like it says in the code. So anyways. So last thing we're going to learn about in this tutorial is if statements. So let me just, let me just, tag out all of these. Okay, so now all of them are tagged out. So the last thing we're going to learn about are if statements. They pretty much just say if this thing is true or false or whatever, then do something. So I'm gonna create an if statement. Wait, but before that we need a variable. So I'm gonna say int like num1 is equal to 500. So I have to say if, and then put these brackets thingies. Let's say if. Let's say num1 either equals to greater than or less than, or greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, and not equals to. Number 1 is less than 500. Then system.out.println num1 is less than 500. So if I run it, shows nothing. But if I set the number to like, I don't know, 499, and I run it again, it says num1 is less than 500. So if I set it to 600, something greater than 500, nothing happens. So we could use else. So else pretty much means like if it's anything else. And system out.println num1 is equal to 500. So yeah, we want it. So like if I set the number to 500, says number 1 is equal to 500, but if I set it to 600, I mean, it still says number 1 is equal to 500, which you don't want. So in this case, we could use else if. So it's just like else if. I'm just gonna put this else in a new line there. So I'm going to say else if num1 is greater than 500. Then it's going to say system dot out dot println num1 is greater than is $500. So now if I run it again, it's like I want to go to 500. So if we set it to 500 again, it says it's equal to 500. So I mean, like, yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyways, that's the end of today's tutorial. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. So bye.